The Glorious Revolution of 1688 not only transformed the English monarchy, but also established a new framework of government, one that increasingly emphasized rule by and for the governed. Many of its principles echoed arguments made by the philosopher John Locke, whose writings deeply influenced the political thinkers involved in inviting William of Orange to England. Locke wrote his Two Treatises of Government around 1686, during the reign of James II. Although the work was a response to what Locke saw as the tyrannical tendencies of James's government, he did not publish it immediately. Instead, Locke hand-copied several chapters and circulated them privately among influential political leaders in England, some of whom would later take part in inviting William of Orange to intervene. In his second treatise, Locke described the relationship between ruler and subjects as a bilateral political contract. The king was obligated to govern according to the law and for the public good, while the people, by which Locke primarily meant the politically powerful and property-owning classes, owed obedience only so long as the ruler upheld his side of this agreement. If the king violated this compact, the people had the right to remove him. This idea may sound familiar. Thomas Jefferson would later draw heavily from Locke's language when drafting the Declaration of Independence, at points nearly word for word. Jefferson went even further, declaring not only a right, but a duty to overthrow tyrannical government. Locke wrote his political theory before the Glorious Revolution, but it soon came to be seen as a philosophical justification for that event. The Glorious Revolution did not produce the kind of mass democracy that would later appear in the United States or revolutionary France, but it did permanently alter the structure of English government. After 1688, England developed a political system characterized by a monarchy constrained by law, a government whose legitimacy rested on the consent of Parliament, and a broader political culture that recognized the right of the governed to limit and restrain the power of the Crown. Parliament required William and Mary to accept the English Bill of Rights, which imposed important constitutional limits on royal authority. It curtailed the powers of the monarchy, guaranteed certain civil liberties, and ensured that Parliament would be summoned regularly, thereby reinforcing its central role in governance. The Revolution also gave England a secure and reliable financial base, in part through the modernization of taxation and the creation of institutions such as the Bank of England in 1694. This financial stability helped England sustain a century of European warfare and ultimately emerge as a global power. Up to now, we have focused on absolutism, especially in France, but the political world that emerged after the Glorious Revolution was increasingly defined by a balance of power among major states, not the dominance of any one kingdom. Contrary to Louis XIV's ambitions, France did not become the uncontested hegemon of Europe. Instead, a group of 5 major powers emerged during the late 17th and early 18th centuries, shaping European politics through World War I, France, Great Britain, Austria, or the Habsburg monarchy, Prussia and Russia. We have already covered France and Great Britain in detail. In the next segment, we will turn our attention to Austria, Prussia and Russia, examining how each rose to become a great power.